there are basic functions in Excel that we can use to clean our data before we perform analysis. Because if you don't clean your data and you start analyzing it, there is a likelihood that you get errors. So to do that quickly, I have some selected functions that are very handy when it comes to data cleaning. And the first one that we will talk about is trim. So what does trim do? Trim is used to remove extra spaces before or after text in a cell. And so in this example, you can see that there is a space before the K in the word Kwaku, and there is also extra spaces before the letter D in the word Dapa. So to trim the extra spaces, all that you need to do is you just click in the cell that you want to input your cleaned data. And to perform or to use any function in Excel, you need to type the equal sign first, followed by the function, and in our case we are going to use the trim function. So followed by trim, then into brackets you select the cell that has the records that you want to trim or the text that you want to trim. So in our case it's K4, so I'll just select K4 and close the brackets. So when I'm done, I just press on enter. Then you see that the extra spaces are trimmed out of the text. So this is very easy, right? So the next cleaning function that we will talk about is uppercase. Sometimes your data may come and some fields will have lowercase texts that you want to convert into uppercase. And to do that, you type your equal sign, then you type upper. So the function for converting lower cases to upper cases is just upper. Then you select the cell which has the word that you want to convert to uppercase. You close your brackets, then you press on enter. So the effect will be nicely done, right? And the next cleaning function is lowercase. So maybe you have a word that you want to convert into lower cases. As usual, you type your equal sign followed by the function lower, then into brackets you select the cell that has the word that you want to convert. You close your bracket, then you press enter. You see that the data has been converted to lower cases, right? And the next thing that we'll talk about is proper. So proper converts text into proper cases. That is when you have a word that has maybe a mixture of caps or capitals and lower cases, or upper cases and lower cases, or even when you have a word that has all lower cases, you can convert it to a proper case. So proper case simply means that the first letter in each word should be capitalized. So I come to where I want the results to show. I type equal to, then I call the function proper. Into brackets, I select the cell that has the word. I close the brackets, then press on enter. So you see that the small k and small d in the word or in the name Kwakudapa is converted to capital K and small d. Right. The next thing to talk about is round. Round simply converts numbers to a desired decimal place. So for instance, if you want to convert your number to 2 decimal places or 3 decimal places or any decimal place that you want, you can use the round function to do that. So in this example, I'll just type equal to followed by the function round, then into brackets. So you see that Excel will bring a suggestion, or let's say we'll give you a hint. So this hint is telling you that type or select the number that you want to convert, then number underscore digits simply means which number, which decimal places do you want, or how many decimal places do you want. So I'll select the number followed by comma, then 2. So all that this means is that I want to round this number, which is 32.658, into 2 decimal places. So as soon as I press enter, you see that the number has been converted to a number with 2 decimal places. Very simple and easy, right? So let me just write the function here. So equal to round, into brackets the number, comma, then number of decimal places. Number of decimal places that you want. Very simple, right? So the next function that we will talk about is duplicate. You may have records that has a lot of duplicates that you want to get rid of, and it's a good practice to always check your data to ensure that there is no duplicate. Otherwise, it will have a great negative impact on your results when you analyze the data. So to do that, you select the cell that you want to check for duplicates. Then you use the conditional formatting function in Excel. So there is the conditional formatting function. You just click on the drop down arrow here, then you select the first option, which is highlight cell rules. Then you come to duplicate. So as soon as you click on duplicate, Excel will automatically highlight words that has duplicates. So in our case, you can see that all the numbers have duplications. Let me try to adjust some of them. So you see that those that doesn't have duplications will not be highlighted. 50, you can see 50 here, 50, then another 50 here. You can see 20, 20, then 20. But 10 is not duplicated, so you see that it's not highlighted. So this is a handy way to check for duplication in your data, right? Okay, the next function is text, is date manipulation. So let's say you have records or you have date that you want to extract only the year or the month or day. Excel has a function that you can use to do that. And to extract year, you use this function, equal to year, then you just select the cell. So the first cell, in the first cell, we want to extract the year from this date. And to do that, you just type equal to followed by the keyword or the function year. Then into brackets, you select the cell where you want to extract the year from, or you select the cell that has the date that you want to extract the year from. So now when I press on enter, you see that 2021 has been extracted from the date. So you may have records that has dates and you want to extract the year. This function comes in handy. Right. Then to extract month, all that you need to do is to call the text function. Then into brackets, you select the cell that has the date. Then you bring comma. Then you select the format text. So to extract month, you use the keyword So now when I close this brackets and press on enter, oops, I get an error. Okay, sorry. I should have, let me type again. Equal to the function text into brackets, the cell, comma, then I should have put the in double quotes because it's a string. So Excel couldn't recognize it. That's why I had an error. So always the next argument that follows the cell should be in double quotes. So when I press on enter now, you see that the month December has been extracted. So 12 means December. Right. But let us manipulate the month again. Maybe we may want to have day. We may want to have the word December rather than number. So all that we can do is we just add one M to the two M's and it will convert the number to text for us. We can add more arguments. For instance, if we add another M, you get a full spelling of December. So it's very easy depending on what you want. If you want just the number of the month, you can use only two M's. If you want maybe a short version of the month, you can use three M's. But if you want the full spelling of the month, then you make it 4 M's. Very simple, right? Then the last thing we will do in date manipulation is to extract the day from the date. And it's very simple. You type equal to, you use the day function into brackets, you select the cell that has the date, you close your brackets, then voila, 21st is extracted from the date. So let's say it's not 21st, let's say 31st. So you see that automatically the cell that has the day function will be updated. Very simple. So you can use the date manipulation functions to clean or to extract year, month or day from your date. Let's say you have a record that has the full date, but you want to select the year and analyze based on the year, only the year. You can use the date manipulation functions to do that. Right. And the last thing to talk about, there are a lot of ways that you can clean your data, but these are just a selected few or common ones that you'll be using. Right. So now Let's talk about how to combine two words from two different cells, or from two or more cells. So sometimes you may have records that has separate values in two or more cells that you want to combine together. And to do that, Excel provides a function called concatenate. And what it does is it combines text from different cells. So in our example, we have value 1 and value 2. So value 1 has Kwaku, value 2 has Dapa, but we want to combine them in one cell. So you just type your equal to sign, then concatenate. You call the concatenate function, then you select the cells that has the words that you want to combine. So watch out for something here. Let me zoom it a bit so that you appreciate what I want to do. Okay, I want to zoom it. Right. So let me repeat, equal to concatenate. Then it's asking for the text that I want to join together. So I'll select cell J26. Then I bring comma. Then I bring double quotes. So what the double quotes does is it creates space between the words that you want to join together. So let me first demonstrate this. If I don't bring comma and I just select the if I don't bring the double quotes and I just select the second word, you see that, wow, okay, I had space in between them, but the correct way should have been I bring my quotes, then followed by a comma, then enter to create spaces in between the words. But maybe automatically new versions, this is 2016 version of Excel, so maybe that function automatically creates space in between the words if you don't bring the double quotes. But in older versions of Excel, if you omit the double quotes, the two words will be combined together. Right, let me do an example here to confirm. Concatenate to brackets, first cell, comma, second cell. Okay, it's working. Let me omit the comma and see its effects. I'll get an error. All right, let me just delete this. Equal to concatenate first cell, comma, second cell. Okay, it seems Excel auto corrects. Right, then you can also use this. You can also use this way as well. So there are several ways that you can concatenate your text. So equal to cell 1, then you bring your ampersand, then double quotes, ampersand again, then you select your second cell that has the value, then you just press on enter. So this is another way to combine two words. There's also a third method to combine words from two cells, which is separated by a comma. And to do that, you type your equal sign, then you select the first cell, you add your ampersand, you open your first double quote followed by a comma, then your second double quote, then your ampersand, then you select the third or the second cell that has the record, then enter. So you see that in this cell too we have the name Kwaku followed by a comma, then Dapa. So these are basic functions that you can use to clean your data before you analyze it. Thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next class.